Okay, video 3, looking at my Dreamcast shmup collection, and another 4 games here. First game I'm going to show you is Chaos Field. Yep. Contrary to popular belief, I actually think this game's quite good. Not a huge fan of the milestone shooters, but this one's it's a little bit more traditional. And I originally, the first version I actually had of this game was the American import version on the GameCube. Being kind of into my completeness, I got the Dreamcast one a bit further down the line, and it was quite reasonably priced. I seem to remember I got it for about £35, and I primarily was interested in to see how this conversion went, because I've heard it's actually easier because it's got the arcade slowdown in it. The GameCube version hasn't, basically, and the last boss is pretty tough. The screen fills up with absolutely loads and loads of bullets, and I would say quite as a rare thing, the GameCube conversion is actually better. It's better than the DC version, to be honest. But it's still an enjoyable game and well worth getting. Complete with spine. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm sorry about that. Right, and the next game I'm going to show you is Res. Some people don't kind of class it as a shmup, and you can take it or leave it in your collection. But I include it as a shmup in my collection. Wow, I mean, what is there to be said about this game that hasn't been said already? Absolutely awesome. And the Japanese version is quite a bit cheaper than the PAL version as well, and it's got a really nice instruction book. I'll go into more depth with the Jap version at some point in the future. And the next game I'm going to show you is Last Hope, the original release. Now this version is the limited edition version, 1 of 500. Again, this one sometimes goes for silly money on eBay. There we go. That's your game disc there. Full colour instruction book, all really nice. And there we go. There's the soundtrack CD. It's got a bit of a vinyl effect going on. There's a little booklet in here as well by the game composer, and it shows a little bit of an insight into his thoughts behind designing the music in the game. And yeah, this version came with its own spine card. There we go. My copy's 61 there of 500. Yeah, I think Wikipedia quotes prices of this of about 180 quid or something, but that's way over the top. It does go for cheaper than that. And last but not least, there we go. You might know that game. Again, this is a game that I had it first on the GameCube, Ikaruga. But the DC version for me is the best version. I prefer it to the Xbox Live version as well, and that's saying something. I won this copy for £35. It was actually boxed and sealed as well. Brought a seal on this one, and it is awesome. It is one of my favourite shooters, and as I say, it's between this and Border Down on the Dreamcast. There we go, spine card. The instruction book is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I'm going to go through that in more detail later on. Really nice paintings in there. But interestingly enough, there is a Sega Direct version of this, and that goes for absolutely silly money, 145 to 170, something like that. And the only real difference is you get a phone card in it, and I think it was a mouse mat. I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, again, what can I say about it that hasn't been said already? Awesome game. It's more a puzzle game than a shooter. So that's the next 4 games. I've got at least one more video, probably 2. So yeah, I'll see you in part 4.